Episode 62.
It's like 50.2.
Hold on, 50.2.
Hello and welcome to another Woodshop podcast with Mike Coffey of Coffee Custom Builds,
Bloopers.
Daniel Dunlap of Daniel Dunlap Woodworks, and Peter Kapar of Petrie's Workshop. You can find us all, as well as the podcast, on Instagram and YouTube.
Dance monkey. Welcome to episode 50. Dan, that's 50 because he's a numbers guy.
It's the numbers
Of another
guy.
Woodshop podcast, coming off a hot live where we had Lady Gaga on our 12-hour stream.
Our 12-hour stream.
Guys,
There's
we
so
gave
many
away
jokes, and none
every
of them can be
single
made.
tool from our shop. That's crazy. Oh, you guys should have been in that live.
It was nuts. You missed out big time if you were.
You know what else is nuts? That we're sponsored.
How are you guys sponsored?
I don't know. Who's crazy enough to sponsor us this week, Dan? Or Mike? Whoever.
Oh, whoever does it. Episode 55. This week's episode is sponsored by Macbeath Hardwood. Big thank you to Macbeath for episode 50. We are super pumped. They actually gave us 5 $50 gift cards to give away this week. We gave away 2 in the live show. We're going to give away 3 during the show. That's kind of irrelevant to the fact that Macbeath is awesome. They've got really great tools. They got really great hardwood. They're a pivotal member of the woodworking community. Woodworking community. Yeah. Big thank you to Macbeath for sponsoring the show. Thank you for working with us. We appreciate you guys very much. Go check out macbethhardwood.com and check out them on Instagram as well. Pete, who else
Man,
sponsors
you know
the
who
show?
else is on Instagram? All of our patrons.
Oh, that's true.
Smooth transition. Just check us out on Patreon. That's it. I'm
Okay.
kidding. No, but listen,
Oh,
we wouldn't
another
be
show.
where we are today, episode 50, almost a year from the day we started. We all survived the end of the world, the apocalypse, the plague. But we
Pete's-
did it with our patrons. Today, we had a pivotal moment. We hit 100 people watching at the same time. We got 100 upvotes at the same time. And the majority of it was our patrons. You know, they're always there for us. We really appreciate it. And if you want to help support the show, like some of the patrons that joined this week, we would love for you to go check out patreon.com/another Woodshop podcast. Now, Mike, I do believe there was some really awesome people out there that signed up on Patreon.
3 of them to be accurate.
Yeah,
John
that's
King.
numbers more than 2, right?
Based on my knowledge of the numbers guys
Numbers
chimed
guy.
in, and that is correct. John King joined the family.
Nice.
Billy, that's all the information I have is Billy.
Just Billy.
Billy, thanks for joining.
He's like Cher.
And Ollie, he's very famous. Ollie Boy Woodworks, he joined the family as well. So big thank you to all the new patrons. All of you, we love very much. Thank
That's
you
so
much.
awesome.
Thanks, guys.
This week we, well, not this week, but every week we do things on our bench and we discuss what's on our bench. And Dan sings this goofy song right here. And then we talk about what's on our bench. Dan, what's on your bench?
I'm currently working on the giant, ridiculous Tetris bookcase, is what I'm calling it.
Outstanding.
It's a cutting board-esque bookcase. I've laminated a bunch of wood together, made the stripy pattern like a cutting board, and I'm making a giant bookcase out of it. And it's become like a huge process, a lot of crazy glue ups. I'm doing it not one at a time. I'm doing it like little tiny sections at a time so I don't mess anything up too bad. I've made a few goofs, but I fixed them. If you follow me on Instagram, you know what I'm talking about. And I got some other things coming up, but that's kind of what I've been working on lately, like the last week, is the bookcase. Nothing too exciting. Pete?
Oh, what did I do this week? I took a nap. Took a done nap. That was nice.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, very nice. But
I didn't know we could throw naps in there. Otherwise, I'd
naps,
have a
totally
lot more
naps,
to say.
Yeah.
Oh, man,
No,
a lot of
so-
stuff going on this week.
Taught a class this week, or last Saturday. I teach every Saturday in
Underwater basket weaving.
under basket water weaving. And
Fix, build, this,
it's
that.
I honestly, this class that I have right now, man, it's like the perfect class to end on. What do they call it when you like graduating, you don't want to leave, graduation goggles or something, like where you just you're gonna miss it. That's me right now. I'm down to my last class series and then I'm done with the school. I'm stepping away just to focus on my own stuff. And this last class makes me want to like stay and do this forever because they just get it. They're all very new to woodworking. They all took to the tools so well and they just make me so happy and proud. None of them are probably listening to this, so I'm just talking dead air here. But aside from that, I don't know if I talked about this last week. I had a sign that I made for a good buddy of mine, John White.
You did?
From John White Designs. I probably mentioned it last week.
You
I carved
alluded
out-
It was
to
a
it.
secret.
Oh, it was a secret. Yes, his wife finally
Secret.
had me just like FaceTime him, and we had a call, and we showed it to him. He wept like a child. She said he cried more than at the birth of their child. Her words, not mine. She doesn't
Wow.
listen to this. I can say
It's
whatever
a
I want.
very emotional experience.
Yeah, very. But he's a great dude. He actually helped me out a lot with the laser. He's got the EX, which is that like big beefy boy with
That's
the
the one I
pass through,
want.
so you can put like a full sheet of plywood through it, which is nuts. So made that sign for him, poured some resin in there, CNC'd it. That thing is so dope. And then
In
I
that order?
used something, no, totally. Made a panel, CNC'd, filled with resin, then sanded.
Okay.
And
Makes
I
more
use
sense now.
something.
I'm following.
I use something that I haven't used before, which is the Polar Shine
Math?
from Merca.
Oh,
So I'm not the numbers.
you're
guy.
not the math guy.
I'm not the
No one
math guy.
expects
I'm the
you to do
math guy.
I'm sorry. I keep saying numbers guy. He's the math guy. He doesn't do with
I don't
numbers.
do numbers. I'm the math guy.
Math.
55.
It's math or
oh.
meth.
It's the meth guy.
Meth guy. It's the math guy.
No,
Hashtag Nebraska.
There's an A in there.
Yeah, Nebraska 100. So I use that Polar Shine stuff. I sanded up to 300 and then I use the buffing. There's like 2 different tiers of buffing solution you're supposed to use. Oh my god, I could not stop looking at that sign because between the walnut and the super shiny epoxy, it looked incredible. Aside from that, every other project I work on this week was like minimals. I worked on some stuff on the scene or on the printers. Who cares? Designed some stuff in Fusion. Who cares? Made some stuff for the French cleat wall. Who cares? That sign literally like stole my attention for the week. I just couldn't stop looking at it. Now, Mike, what have you done this week?
It's been a very busy week for
Yeah, it
me.
has.
I had a three-day weekend. I did a lot on that bench. It is crazy to me how much faster I'm able to do it the second time around. I mean, it's just insane. Like I'm going to have that thing in clamps this weekend. And I really did most of the work I did all the work last weekend. I mean, I'm going to have this thing in clamps this weekend for sure. I mean, last time it took me a couple months worth of weekends to knock it out. Now I'm going to have it done so quick. I think I'm going to be spraying finish on that on Tuesday is my plan. So,
That's great.
yeah, it's crazy. I changed the design a little bit and I'm really excited because I'm going to actually, I actually already filmed this build video and I've already edited this build video, but now that I get a second chance to do it, I threw all that away and I'm doing I like now I know how I want the video to be. So I'm actually redoing the whole video and I'm really excited about it because I already made 3D drawings of the entire build and I've already made plans and I've already made templates for the entire thing. So I'm going to make templates available and plans available for the entire bench, which is going to be sick. I'm really excited about
cool.
that. So it's going to be cool.
Is this
YouTube
something that
video.
you might just like offer as a build in the future too?
What do you mean?
Like, is this like an item you might like, I don't know, offer to other customers? Or is this just like you're just?
Oh,
doing
it's
it for
going to be a
them?
thing. It's my thing. I'm going to definitely offer it to customers.
Well, that's very
I have the
possessive
whole
of you.
thing.
Okay.
hang it out there and then make me a jerk.
Yeah, because I mean,
No,
coffee custom benches, like
it's gonna definitely be my design that I keep. So it's gonna be but I'm gonna sell the files. You only need 4 templates to make the whole thing.
I think you should
Wild.
make those and on the backrest, instead of saying that like cheesy hippie quote, it should just say 8 inches, Mike Coffee 2020.
I like it. I'll bring in all the numbers then.
I would love to see
Yeah,
that in
so-
front of your house.
It's gonna be magnificent. I can't wait to get that Polar Shine on there. No, I'm rocking and rolling on that. On also over the weekend, I I had like my biggest single surge of orders on Etsy. I released those imperial to metric to decimal conversion signs, and I sold 30 of those in like 48 hours or something like
so
that.
cool. So cool.
Ours are in the
So
mail,
cool.
right?
Huh?
Ours are in the mail.
No, you guys will be getting the next batch for sure. I've got 2 sheets of that stuff coming. So you guys will be getting one, and I'm oversold by like 9. So I'm hoping that
Hey, Pete, I'm going to cut you off, Mike, here. Pete, do you remember when he said that he was going to send us the first 2?
He's like,
Remember
you guys are getting these right here. He was like, you're getting these right here.
But then people gave me money.
I remember that.
So
yeah, but we give you love.
So as soon as the new sheets come in, which should be next Wednesday, I'll have them up on the CNC next weekend, and I'll ship them out to you guys and a couple of other guys too. I'm gonna put them. I'm trying to get them put some eyes on them with some other makers. So you guys will get them, and hopefully they become a regular thing that sells well for me, because everyone wants that, I guess. But it'd be really cool. Anyway, I've got another design I'm working on right now that I think is going to be sick. I think a lot of woodworkers are really going to like it. I haven't even talked to these guys about it. I'll tell them about this after the show. But
that's how we find out.
Yeah, I'll tell you guys about it. It's so sick.
Doing it live.
It's going to be cool. Maybe I did tell you this week. I don't know. But anyway. But yeah, my week's been, and then this week I had a potential customer reach out to me for I'm only trying to get 1/3 of what they asked me to put a proposal together for. And that 1/3 is going to be by far my biggest project I've ever done. So, in terms of revenue. So it's a really exciting project. I really hope I can be a part of it. We will see. I have to get them my proposal next week. There's a lot of things I have to coordinate. I got to get a couple subcontractors involved with the project, and it's going to be really cool. So I'm hoping to get that submitted soon. And I'm not trying not to get my hopes up, but it'd be a really awesome project to get. So really excited about that potential opportunity. And then this weekend, I'm kind of going into what's going to be on my bench, but this weekend I'm continuing on the bench. And my friend wants to come over and hang out with me in the shop while I'm working on that. He just wants to see how the process goes. So that's the plan for the weekend. But I think that's kind of it for what's going on right now. Man, we kind of got through what's on my bench quick. Did we mention it's episode 50?
Yeah.
I don't know if we did. Yeah.
Episode
we should
50, 50.
That's half of 100.
Let's get into the voicemails, and then we'll kind of do a quick reflection period at the end of the voicemails.
Oh, no, I do have to say one thing. Actually, 2 things. First thing is, if you don't subscribe to our YouTube, you're going to miss out on hands down one of the best lives we've ever had.
It was a fun live.
2 hours. It was a fun live. It was literally 2 hours and 19 minutes. Put it on in the background of your shop. It is hilarious. So just throw that up on a screen.
We think it's funny.
Shut your face. You're not ending. Come on, improv, guys. No, it was great. It was really a lot of fun. We gave away a ton of stuff, and a lot of good jokes dropped. Full fighters. Full fighters. Oh, Barbara. And then I did want to actually take a second to talk about something that a lot of people are dealing with right now. I didn't really run this by you guys. I'm just doing it live. A lot of people in Texas and in the South are dealing with really bad weather and outages. And I just want to say our hearts go out to you guys. I know a lot of our friends that are makers are currently affected by it. So, thoughts and prayers, guys. It sucks. There's no other way to put it. It does suck. A lot of people are they literally can't even get drinking water, and our hearts go out to you guys. So
poor management.
Poor management of certain things. Yeah. So that was just my little thing I want to drop in there. Our little thing, because it's from all of us. I know the guys feel
it's not from me. It's doubly from me. Way more than Pete meant.
Beat us again.
No, that's a good sentiment, Pete, for sure. I guess we'll jump right into voicemails.
Yes.
All right. This first question is from. It says Adrienne, but I don't think it's from Adrienne.
Hi, this is Barbara from my Woodworks Hard Workshop.
Oh,
and I just wanted to wish you guys all a great job on hitting your 50 episode mark. Good job, boys. Round of applause. All right. Have a nice one.
Adrienne, this bit is so stupid. Thank you for calling us. We really appreciate you calling.
Thanks, Barbara.
Thank you so much for calling in, Barbara.
That's the cleanest you've ever been.
Honestly, Adrienne, I do wish you would have called in as Adrienne. It would have been a little bit more special. But it is fun that you called in as Barbara. But listen, I'm not going to speak for the rest of the crew like Pete just did about Houston. But
Not just one town. It's all of Texas.
Oh, I thought you said just Houston. No, big. I mean, we're really proud of hitting 50. Like, we really are proud. I mean, we were knocking around like, should we do episode 52? Because that's a year. We have not missed a week since we started the show. So for us, we're really proud of that. But for the community, it makes more sense to celebrate 50 because it's a number that has a little bit more recognition in general terms. So, I mean, 50 is really amazing. But in 2 episodes, we're gonna have been doing this for a year. That's crazy. That's so crazy. What are we doing with our lives? God, no, but seriously,
That is nuts.
I don't know if you guys have anything to say about it, but I mean, it's pretty wild.
It is nuts.
50 episodes.
I mean,
I
think
can't believe I've put up with you guys for almost a year.
Well, yeah, there's that.
Made it about Dan.
We are legitimately like 3 brothers. # 3-way marriage. # Alabama.
No,
but like
Texas.
we have like, this is, and we've all said this before, this is effortless. We do it every week. It's just part of the schedule. Like, we're all used to it. It comes with little effort. I mean, it's a lot of work we all put into it, but
I wouldn't say it's
just
a
a part
little
of our
effort,
life.
but we
There's-
enjoy doing
Yeah,
it.
there's definitely some effort. We put in a lot of hours every single week to do this, between pimping it out and editing and giveaways and all that stuff. And it's a lot, but we genuinely love doing this because of the community. You guys are amazing.
How many giveaways did we do in the live show tonight?
Like 8?
8.
We did 2 gift cards. We were just gonna do a shirt and a hat for all of us. Then
each
Mike
gave away
gave
2
away a
things.
hoodie. Dan gave away, what else did you give away?
A hat and a hoodie.
Aldi
A
chisels.
hat and a hoodie. I gave away a shirt,
Menards
and
cheese
then I
curds.
gave away $100 gift card to my Etsy store. So like, we give away, like, but that's 2 carried to 2 plus 9.
It's 8.
Dan, thank you.
I'm looking at the
Dan.
number right here. It's 8.
Trying to make you sound more impressive, like you did some
Okay.
math guy. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I love you guys.
That's all we have to say. Dan has
Yeah.
nothing to say about it, so we're gonna move on to the next question.
Dan, just say ditto, ditto.
Oh, ditto. Sorry.
Ditto.
Love
There
you.
it is.
A heartfelt sentiment from the Dunlap.
I'm gonna
Ditto. All right, this
piggyback
next
off of that.
This next question is from Adam Barnett. He exists on the internet only.
Hey guys, Adam here from Barnett Custom Woodworks. So congratulations on 50 episodes. I've been listening since the beginning, and it's been a wonderful journey on the listening end. But my question this week is, what are some of your guys' favorite moments from all your episodes, or the journey of recording episodes? As a listener, I have a lot of favorite moments, a lot of laughs, a lot of good information and learning. But what are some of your guys' favorite moments? Thanks again, guys.
Adam, it's a great question. Dan wants to go first. Dan.
My absolute favorite moment, bar none, is when Jackman asked us, how are you guys sponsored? That will live
Legit question.
on in infamy. I mean, that
is
was
great.
peak AWP for me.
Interesting.
Interesting.
I also really liked the episode where we came up with slab this, mahogany that. I
Oh,
really
yeah, that's great.
liked that episode. We have a lot of dumb phrases.
There's
that
a
we
lot of
come
dumb
up with.
phrases.
So
It's
many dumb
so
phrases.
Fun.
And
It's
that
so
yielded
fun.
like 10 shirts, 10 different shirt designs.
Did it really?
Yeah,
We
we're like,
sold 10
it
of
started
those
with that, and
shirts.
we're like, there needs to be a shirt. And then Dan just went nuts in whatever app he uses for the designing, and like just made a bunch of designs.
I think
So
we
good.
came up with 2 new phrases that I need to make into shirts tonight
Yeah.
during the live show, and I forget what they are already.
I don't
I'm
even.
gonna have to
Build
listen
this,
to that. I'm
that.
gonna have to listen to the live episode, the live pre-show for 2 hours to figure out what I need to make.
2 hours 19 minutes, but who's counting?
Whatever, Mike. What are your favorite
Oh,
moments
geez.
in AWP history?
Man, that's really hard to answer.
It really is.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I can answer that one, to be very honest. I mean, there's just like I really try to wipe all the memories out as soon as I can. They're all very traumatic, so I try to get it's all very man, it's so hard to say.
It just kind of melds into like one
It
thing.
does meld into one thing. I mean, they're all like so many goofy things. I mean, I think when listeners put together like ridiculous Photoshop photos, I mean, obviously it's a
so
few guys that do like so many of them, but like the first time, like when there's the what was it, Comrade Kapar's,
The three of us in the car.
That was one of my favorites.
If you don't know what we're talking about, you have to follow the podcast account on IG.
Oh my gosh, it was Comrade
Comrade
Kapar's what?
Kapar.
Polish Army. It was
Yes.
just like, I don't know. Some of these things are just.
Oh my god.
There's too many. Honestly, it sounds like a super cop out, and it kind of is. But there's
but
too
there's
many
too
like to laugh
many.
at. Like there's so many like hilarious things, and it's changed over time. I mean, early on, I mean, I don't even remember any of the early episodes, to be quite honest. The
Yeah.
only early episode I remember is "Don't Blow Out Your F Hole."
Oh yeah,
That sounds
Oh,
douchey
yeah.
because
Oh,
that's my
classic.
story. So,
but that's a classic.
that is a classic.
Somebody burned that into
Nick.
somebody lasered that and sent
Nick
that
lasered
to
it.
me.
Yeah.
Nick
still have
Fouts.
that. It's up in my
Nick
on my
Fouts,
wall.
yes,
Yeah.
and I put it up on my wall in my shop.
I've
so
got it on my
says,
sticker wall.
Don't blow out your asshole.
Listen, don't
Oh my
blow out
God.
your F hole. Classic. Pete, what about you?
I got a couple, but they're again, it's almost episodes, not so much moments, because like you said, it's not a cop out. There's so many. Like anytime we have like a full belly laugh, we all can't breathe at the same time. Like those moments, and I feel like we just started to get each other more and more the last, like especially the last couple of months.
The sexual
Like-
tension's unreal.
It's unreal. But we're like over. We joke about it
putting
now.
stuff in his mouth currently.
Yeah,
I can't.
it's or what is it? Oral fixation, right?
Yeah, oral fixation.
But
Okay.
I
Kids
remember like the
listen to
first episode, like the early episodes, they were funny and stuff, and I had to look
They
it
were
up.
good.
It was the 28.33333333 episode. It was a midweek episode that we wanted to
Didn't
drop.
that one bomb?
It was no, but it was. I remember one of the first times we were like, "This is the funniest episode we've done ever."
I
That was
need
the
to
first time
re-listen
we were
to
all, yeah, we really enjoyed it. It was the bespoke walnut doorstop. Yeah.
Stupid titles.
I know, it's so dumb. I think this was the week after I got married, and there was a whole
Lefty's Wish.
thing, which Lefty's Wish is episode 30. That's another good one. Like that was so great.
That's another thing that I really love, how we come up with our show title.
Yeah, sometimes it's like phoning it in, but like, yeah, Comrade Kapar's Chamfer Army was like one of the dumbest things ever, and it yielded one of the funniest photoshops.
We're laughing at our own jokes. How sad
Oh,
is this?
No, but like it's
Whatever.
It's so
I
great.
listen to our show.
I don't have like,
like
a
this show.
moment. I just think those are some great episodes to check out.
It's been some pretty special moments. That's cheeseball, but it's
Yeah.
true.
Skip the first 20 and then just go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
somebody stopped by today, like a local woodworker. I let him borrow something, and he brought it back. He's like, "Oh yeah, I haven't listened to your podcast yet." And I'm like, "You really need to, but skip the first 10 to 15 episodes."
You know, we
Took a
always
little while to get together.
we always rag on the audio. I listened to one of the first episodes recently, and I was like, "This is not bad."
Better than some podcasts.
But
It's
we
currently
like
totally
we
better than
out of the
some.
gate, our goal was like good audio.
Yeah.
We
it's
can't
very
screw this
important
up.
to us.
So
Yep.
it was okay. Anyways,
All right. All right. Let's get into this next one from Henry Goncalves.
Hey guys, what's up? This is Henry from HG's Alfrescoo Woodworks and Collate Bar. Hope everything is well. I want to start by giving a shout out to the Patreon pre-show live 6ix9ine Posse. Yay. Anyway, my question this week is pretty simple. You guys are getting really busy with your normal day jobs as well as all these projects you guys are doing for customers and clients. What's one project, little pet project that you each have that you want to do? Doesn't necessarily have to be Jackman-esque, but something crazy maybe, out of the norm, something you just want to do for yourself. Anyway, thanks for the entertainment and all the knowledge. Love you guys. Later.
Pete, what do you want to do for yourself?
Well, for me, for a while, was actually that stupid flip top cart that I really wanted to make, and then I made, and it's kind of ridiculous. But my current like dream build that I want to start is, ever since I got the lathe from Dan, I really want to build a little cabinet, like a built-in cabinet, but I want to go nuts. Like nice like walnut maple trim, like super high-end looking, but like over the top for what it's going to be, which is just like to store wood turning tools. So I really want to make that just to like slide underneath, because it comes, the one that that Dan had that I have now has a base built into it. So I just wanted to like slide right underneath and keep all the tools and all the helmets and face shields and stuff there in one spot, but go nuts. Because I've learned more and more, especially over the last year, that like shop furniture, it's for you. It should be pretty. It doesn't always need to be plywood. It could be some like really nice trim too. Right, Mike? Mr. Walnut
Absolutely.
on everything?
Absolutely.
Now, speaking of walnut, Mike, what's your thing that you'd really want to make?
I really want to make, using only hand tools, a wooden CNC just to piss people off.
Get out.
No. No, I want to, I really want to, right now it currently is this bed. I really wish I had time to finish this bed for my wife and I, or start this bed for my wife and I really want to build it really bad, but I don't have any time. It sucks. I just wish I had time for it. I really want to build this thing. Like, I can't even put into words how badly I want to build this bed. I hate our bed so much. Like, I just really want this nice big king size bed, but I can't because there's just no time. So, Dan?
Well, first of all, he asked something about getting busy with your day jobs. What's that? What's that
That's
about?
right. Dan's
He doesn't follow
day
you.
job is woodworking. Check him out. Daniel Dunlap .woodworks.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what a day job is. Anyways,
Dan hasn't had a day job since '97. So,
yeah, it's been a while.
when he was a bandsaw operator at a MDF
At a
factory.
MDF factory.
Man, you were so close. Anyway,
MDF
I have several
operator at a
projects.
bandsaw factory. Is it
What?
backwards?
I took Collins, was an operator. I have several things that I want to make for our own house, but I don't have time to make. We need a giant haul tree to hold all the coats and the whatnots.
You really do, and it would look really good there too.
Yeah, you know the
I know
spot I'm
exactly.
talking about.
Right when you come in the door to the right, correct? Right next to your
Yes.
door to your shop.
Yes.
Yes, I know exactly where it'd be.
Yeah, totally. I
And
got it. I was there.
my wife and I also
I-
need a bed. Like our bed currently sits on just like that basic metal frame. It's like a nice king size bed, mattress and everything, but it's just that basic standard metal frame. You know, there's nothing great about it. I would like to make a really nice, walnut or something like bed frame.
Hear that?
I'd like to make several things around the house. I think our deck needs a nice pergola, for the summer. I need to rebuild one of our other. We have two decks, not to flex a little bit. But we got two decks.
Whoa. They don't call him 2-deck Dan for nothing.
we have this little private deck off of our bedroom that really needs to be rebuilt, and I would like to do that, but alas, I have no time.
Alas.
Alas. Dan's always saying alas.
Alas.
Was I the last one to go, or
You were the last one to go, yes.
Oh, nice. Hey.
all right? Next question.
Okay. I
Enough
guess
of these
this is the end of
jokes.
episode 50. All right, this next question or sentiment, who knows what it is, but it's from Josh the Dad.
Hey guys, it's Josh the Dad. Yep,
coming
J the
up.
D. One. No, it's Josh the Dad, one of the big IG. Yeah, that's what it is. Hey, congratulations on 50. I'm so excited for you. I'm so glad you got 50 under your belt. That means you're growing up. You're getting old and you're doing lots of good things. But I don't really have a question this week. I just want to ask, I really do have a question. Here it is. How'd you guys get so awesome? All right, have a great week.
How are we supposed to
Everybody
answer
sit
that?
back. This is going to be a
First
long
of all,
answer.
This is I'm gonna go first because I'm not awesome. Pete, what about you?
I mean, it's all based on your point of view, man. So clearly
You're an
you have a
idiot.
very confused point of view. Dan?
How'd I get so awesome?
I'm awesome. I'm Dan Dunlap. I have a Silverado
Is
trail
this going to be
boss it.
long? Do you have time to go to the bathroom, Dan?
I got
Mike
two
stole my
decks. They
answer.
call me 2-deck Dan.
2-deck Dan.
I was just gonna say I buy all my followers from Tehran, but yeah, I forgot about the Trail Boss and the
Yeah,
two
Tehran
decks.
ones are free. You buy them from everywhere else.
You seen Dan's 8-inch deck?
Hey,
Anyway.
he was almost 2 Silverado, Dan, but they made him trade one in.
I don't know if I'm awesome. I'm certainly not awesome in my wife's eyes, so I don't know.
This next one's from Kimani. Yeah, we're not awesome. Thanks for listening. Kimani Strayhorn.
Hey guys, this is Kimani from the newly rebranded band Stray Designs, and my question is about tracking finances. So now that I have like a LLC and a business license and everything like that, I'm trying to figure out the best method to track all my orders and everything that are coming in. I know some of you have Etsy shops, and Etsy probably does the tracking of the money coming in, orders going out. But what about those side projects where somebody may come into the shop, or you get a DM about a special project that's not listed on your website? Like, do you track all of those projects in like a QuickBooks or an Excel or something like that? And does everything get tracked, or does it kind of depend on what the project is? Does everything go into the bank account, or is some of it kind of discretionary if you're doing like a friend project and that's just money between friends versus like client orders? So like, how do you keep everything kind of organized and separated out, so when it's tax time, you know what you're paying in, what you're getting out, and everything comes out square?
Dan, how do you track all of your expenses?
Everything. Let me back up a little bit. Everything gets tracked. Everything. I had a run-in with the IRS back in 2012 where I wasn't tracking everything properly. So now everything gets tracked. I don't want to have to deal with that again. I don't care if you're a friend or not. If you are paying me money, it gets tracked. I don't care if it's cash or credit or check, or that's it.
Mouth
Venmo.
I was going to say something else. And I have an Excel spreadsheet, or actually it's a numbers spreadsheet. It's the Mac version of Excel. But I have a spreadsheet that just tracks profit and loss. It has a column for expenses, column for clients, and I fill that in. At the end of the year, I take that to my accountant and I say, here are my numbers, and he figures it all out for me. We've talked about this before. An accountant, if you're running a legit business, an accountant is worth their weight in gold. They are worth every penny that you're going to pay them.
I have a really fat accountant.
Well, maybe you should ask for a discount or something. But
George per
Mike,
pound.
what do you think? Mike?
I'm muted, so that's cool.
He muted his mic.
I said if I was a stripper, I'd charge by the pound, make a killing. Anyway,
roast beef.
Why? Why did you say roast beef?
Pause if you can.
On Audacity?
Yeah, it froze on me.
Pause.
Hold on, I'm going to the end. Give it a second. It just gave me a weird bubble screen and then stopped. Hold on. I haven't lost anything. It's just stopped. Hold on.
I'm paused.
I don't know why mine muted. I didn't even hit the mute button. So something must have weird blipped out. All right. Are you paused, Dan?
Yeah.
Okay, let's hit record. Where are you guys at for time?
I'm at 33, 31 and a half.
Why don't I text you? Yeah, let's text him the number so he has.
No, I'm writing it down. 33.
We got it. Okay.
31.5. And then what are you at?
33, 32, 7.
Okay, that's fine. I'm going to be at 3308.
Do I hit pause again to unpause, or?
No, you'll hit record again.
Right. Okay.
I'm going to do 3, 2, 1, record. So for me,
not recording.
Not recording. So it is pause.
Do the
Tell
countdown
me
again.
when. You go ahead. No, go ahead and start whenever. I'll fix it here. It's all good.
Just do.
I'll do 3, 2, 1. So you
Yep.
guys hit the same thing. 3,
Yep.
2, 1, go.
Go.
So for me, I just made a hilarious joke, and we had a cool technical issue. But I said if I was a stripper, I'd charge by the pound too. And then everyone laughed, and then we realized that my system had screwed up. So it was really good stuff. But no, for me, I track everything. And there's a lot of good reasons for that. Everyone's like, oh, I don't want to pay taxes on it. But if you're like you're going to get caught for one. But the bottom line is you really want to see if you're trying to do this for reals. Well, let me rephrase that. If you're trying to do this for a source of income for your life, you really want an accurate accounting of how much money you're actually making doing this and not some delusional amount of money that you think you could possibly be making. You really want to know what these things look like. So the best way to do that is to track it. And then also that keeps you out of prison. So I use QuickBooks now. Before I was using I did a P&L sheet on a spreadsheet. That's what my guy had me doing. But now I'm using QuickBooks.
P&L, profit loss.
Yeah, profit and loss. I don't know which one's better or worse. I mean, I don't know that one's better or worse than the other. I really like QuickBooks just because I don't have to do anything at the end of the year. It literally just gets submitted to my accountant. He's logged into there. He can see everything that's going on. I just submit everything to him. I get all my invoicing done in there. Everything's in there. I can even do projects. But I actually don't use the projects portion of my QuickBooks. I create folders for every customer I call it the server. Just something I learned from my day job, but it's just files I make in my iCloud drive, and I save everything in there. We have a server for the podcast that we use, but I also do the same thing for my business. So every customer gets a folder. Every project for each customer gets a subfolder, and I put everything in there. I have a bid sheet I use all these different things. I have a bunch of systems in place for that stuff, but you definitely don't want to get caught doing the wrong thing because you won't win. There's just no chance you're going to get out of it. So it's just going to equal into a lot of trouble. And also when you have those well-maintained books, if you find yourself in a position where you need to take out a loan or you need to prove your viability of your business, any of those kind of things, you can do that easily. And when it looks legitimate, banks or whoever you need to deal with take you more seriously. So
very true.
Those are important things. If you're not trying to make this into a single source of income or whatever, and you don't need to worry about those things, you can do the simplest thing, which I guess, and this is not a dig on Dan, which I guess would be the P&L spreadsheet, profit and loss spreadsheet. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's incredibly straightforward and makes sense to maintain. You just put your costs and your profits in there. And it really is simple to maintain. It really is. You just have to do it though. You really need to stay on top of it. There's a lot of work involved and it's up to you. I think with Dan, it really makes a lot of sense because Dan does a lot of 15 projects a year, big projects a year. I think now that Dan's doing Etsy stuff, he might start to see that something else might be more valuable to him. But with Etsy but with Etsy though, it kind of does all the back end work for you. And you just kind of have one, like once a week, if you're having sales, you have one deposit into your account. So it's not even that big a deal. Like for the way Dan's doing it, it's great. It's great. But for me, I have a CNC now and I'm getting a lot of like every weekend, I'll get like 4 random jobs from local customers where I'm flattening slabs. And I cannot remember whose project I took care of last weekend. So with QuickBooks, it's really nice. And I don't have to I just send them an invoice, they pay it, and it's all accounted for. So that's why I really like that program. So I mean, it's just in a different boat. I think for Dan's situation, if I didn't have all these random like these weekend projects, I would definitely just stay on the P&L spreadsheet because it is so easy to maintain.
Currently, I want to go back to this a little bit. Currently, like I really enjoy the way I do things because
change.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of change. I mean, we all know this, but I really enjoy my yearly meetings with my accountant. Like I really like going and hanging out with him and talking about the business and going back and forth and figuring out how to get the most out of, what I've made and the expenses that I've had and everything. I mean, this year he may or may not have given me a bottle of whiskey as a gift. I mean,
wow.
You don't get that. You don't get
may
that.
Not, Mike. He may have not.
You don't
Oh,
get that if
I
you
see.
just send him files through email. Like, I got that because I showed up in person because I had a profit and loss sheet.
And you had a profit and loss sheet. I think that was more than.
I need to
in-person.
clarify that I do meet with my CPA a lot. So
Oh, yeah.
I do meet with him a lot. But yeah, he hasn't given me bourbon yet, which is BS.
It's total BS.
You don't pay him enough,
You
Mike.
should sue him.
I built him a dope redwood table. What is this?
You did. That was a sick redwood table. But
I mean, it almost got 3,000 views on Instagram. Go ahead.
So that's fire, right? What do you have, like 1,000 followers?
Garbage fire.
I do the
But
same
the fact
thing.
remains, you didn't get any bourbon.
I didn't get bourbon.
Yeah, so I also didn't get bourbon too, so I guess we're not as cool as Dan. Sorry, maybe Mike could. They're in their own club.
Maybe you should buy a Trail Boss. I don't know.
You're right. It's the car.
Trail boss it.
Yeah. Hey, did Chevy reach out yet? Yeah, I don't think so. Anyways,
They did,
so
actually.
what and
Well, I'm not telling you now.
He said,
Yeah.
please don't tag us
Got
in your
nothing.
posts.
Between me and Chevy.
got
We'll
nothing.
hear from our legal
Got
team.
nothing. Got nothing.
Please stop
anyways,
hashtagging Trail Boss it, please.
this is not on brand. I do the same thing. I do a profit and loss statement, and I tracked every single sale for a while. I was because I was doing a lot of stuff through Etsy, but also through word of mouth and through Instagram, which was PayPal and Venmo and Cash App and Apple Pay. And it was like I was tracking every single sale. It got out of hand last year when a pre-holiday got to the point where I was getting. There was weeks that I got 30 plus sales a week, and I was just losing track of everything. That's a lot of purchases and things getting shipped out and all the shipping and stuff like that. Was a lot of items in my tracking. I think I know for a fact I had over 500 items in my tracking list for last year. And it's probably way over that. What I'm doing this year is
505.
I'm keeping Etsy separate. Etsy is just anytime Etsy sends me money to my account, hi Luna, that's a item on my spreadsheet. Everything else now is when he was talking about the stuff with the buddies and somebody stopping by, local work, that's all going in a spreadsheet. And one thing that the guys didn't really touch on, but that they both do is, or what their accountants do, is they expense. That's the best way to, if you're worried about keeping your money, the government's going to take it. They're going to take it unless you expense things. It's not illegal. It's fully legal. You're like, hey, I use this much gas for my job. If I especially Dan, he does this full time. His truck is expensible. The gas, the lumber he gets.
It's one of the reasons why I meet with my accountant, so we can go over
This
all
is
that.
why you get a
heating in
CPA.
shop. This
They
is
know
why you
all
get
the
a
legal
CPA.
things.
Like I got to a point where like my shop helped offset my 1099s for all the other things I did, and I paid like nothing in taxes. I didn't get a huge refund, but I broke even, and I was supposed to pay a lot. The other thing that my CPA does that I actually really love, we meet early December. We speculate what the end of the year expenses are going to be, and he already told me what I'm going to be owing or going to be getting. Hi, Luna, for this year. We already met, so I kind of know a ballpark number. I'm not going to get blindsided by a $3,000 bill because I know early December what it might be. So get a CPA.
idea.
I think that's the answer is track everything, whether it's a basic sheet or QuickBooks. You just need to track it and get a CPA.
Another thing we
CPAs
did. Go ahead. Another thing we didn't touch on, which is something that I brought up in my stories like last week on Instagram. Get yourself a good mileage tracker app so you can track all your mileage on your vehicle.
Agree.
Whether it be personal or business. I mean, that is a huge deduction. And that thing saved me a lot of money this year.
Find a CPA that's reputable and has a good reputation. Generally, their reputation is on the line. They want to do good by people. They aren't trying to scam you. They are knowledgeable people that can help your business.
No, when they file your taxes, they have to sign off on it.
Yeah, they are legally responsible for it being accurate.
Literally insurance for your taxes.
Yeah, it is.
If someone messes up, it's on them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dan, I've got bad news.
What's up?
You got to do the giveaway.
Oh, that's not bad news.
Oh.
Well,
So
You wanna do it?
last week, we gave away a micro jigger. Oh, micro. Let me back up.
Micro Craig Gibber.
Let me say this. I skipped over this, and I feel bad. Thanks to Macbeath Hardwood.
Thank you.
Last week we gave away a micro jig gripper, a table saw push stick thing. And that winner was Moses Cho. He was in the live chat and he won.
Moses.
So this
My
week,
number one Show Me.
sponsored by Macbeath Hardwood, who we all know and love, we're giving away a Starbond pack, a 20 ounce of each black, heavy, thin, medium, gap, filling, thick, and a 10 ounce accelerate. That's what it says in my notes here. So it's basically a Starbond
I'm
package.
just here not to get fined.
And we need a code phrase. I didn't write down anything.
Oh no.
I know.
Should we just steal one from the pre-show? Are they
We
all
had
too
a few in the
inappropriate?
pre-show. I don't know.
8 of them.
We had at least 8.
This one isn't going to
Minimum.
work. This one isn't going to.
What do you got?
8
What
inch,
do you got?
8-inch deck. We can't do that. We can't do that one. We can't take the show title, which I'm insistent that it's fix, build, this, that.
Actually, let's play off the deck thing. Like, I think it'd be double deck.
Double deck? No. That
No?
doesn't even make sense. Oh, I mean, I guess Dan Dunlap's
Daniel
Dunlap's
Dunlap,
double deck.
Can I put my own name in there?
Sure. I mean, it's your
DD's
giveaway.
double deck.
TT's double deck. Pete's muted.
Oh, I said I've been the code phrase for like the last 3 months. So
It's
please
true.
take the reins.
Yeah, it needs to be Polish again. So take the reins, take the wheel. Dunlap, take the wheel.
Daniel
Dan
Dunlap.
Dunlap's.
Can we do Polish double deck?
No, that doesn't make sense.
Pierogi
it doesn't
double
make
decker.
DD upper decker.
Oh,
There it is.
Double DD upper decker. Okay.
The code phrase this week is
Big-
DD upper decker.
please don't Google
Big
that.
thanks to Macbeth.
Send that to
How
us.
are we sponsored?
Send that to us in an email at awpgiveaway@gmail.com. Thank you very much, Macbeth Hardwood, for sponsoring yet another giveaway and this entire episode.
Yes, big thank you to Macbeth.
Huge.
Money.
Let me
spent.
reiterate the code phrase. DD upper decker.
We get it.
Email us.
We heard.
Yep.
AWP giveaway at AWP giveaway at gmail.com. That was tough.
Have we mentioned we did the pre-show for like 2 hours plus?
Yeah, it's late and we've
2 hours,
been
19 minutes.
overserved.
It is
All right.
2 a.m. here already.
We weren't
get
just
it.
drinking water.
Pete
Go on.
Lates. We get it.
Next.
All right, this next question is from Lee Ohman.
Oh man.
It's a bad omen.
Hey boys, it's Lee over at Regal Street. No
Joke from the
question this
pre-show.
week. Just wanted to congratulate you guys on 50 episodes. It's been almost a year and you guys haven't missed a beat. So that's something to be proud of. And we all appreciate everything you guys are doing for the community and for your followers. So keep up the good work, guys. Here's to another year.
Just before anybody goes, what exactly are we doing for the community with jokes like DD upper decker and the show title?
8-inch deck.
We're
Fix, build, this,
distracting them
that.
from
I
all the
cannot
pain.
stop laughing at fix, build, this, that.
Fix, build. You think he's heard it like 1,000 times?
I don't know. It's so funny though. I don't even know why it's so
Fix,
dumb.
build,
Fix,
because
build,
it's
this, that.
It's the exact same thing in your brain. It sounds the same, but it's just like saying like fix, build, this, that. It's like somebody saying like
slab this, mahogany that.
you know, yeah, it's literally the same thing. Oh, you're gonna buy a house and you're gonna fix, build this, that.
All right, listen, Lee, you're the man. Oh, Luna wants in. I guess she slammed her
Again?
hand on the door.
Is it Luna or an elephant?
It's the same one in the same.
The silverback gorilla.
The silver.
Gorilla. Well, it's code phrase for next week.
Yep, we write that down. We'll never remember that.
Yeah, we
This
won't.
next question
I'm not
is
writing
from
anything
Mike
down.
Phillips from the
Did
Otter
we ever
Mill.
like answer? Did we have a
Did we-
question?
No, the
No,
question.
he just said
the question
congratulations
was
for 50.
congratulations for 50.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Lee.
50?
Thanks, dude.
This
55.
next one's from Mike Phillips from the Otter Mill. He won a Coffee Custom Builds hoodie in the pre-show.
And our respect.
Hey, fellas. Mike Phillips here with the Otter Mill. First-time caller, long-time listener. So I've got a question for you, and it's not about woodworking. It's actually about
Wrong
account
show.
management. You know, I've heard you guys talk a lot in the past about personal goals that you have for followership and reaching certain milestones and whatnot. And obviously, I am small potatoes compared to what you guys have got going out there on the Instagram. This week, I hit 1,000, which was, wow for me. But as I was, starting to see some of the numbers popped in, I went and I'm that sort of guy that I likes to check on, who the followers are and do I have a lot in common with them? Do I have anything in common with them? And I found, a couple that were the spam accounts, the folks that are, the DM me for more hits and they've got 0 followers. They've got 0 posts. They're really just spam accounts. And frankly, I don't need a Russian order male bride and the numbers don't really mean that much to me. So I was interested in your thoughts on what you do with the fake accounts. Do you report them? Do you block them? Do you remove them? Just interested in your thoughts on how you guys see those things. Congrats on show number 50. Big deal. Looking forward to seeing what you guys have going on next in the following year. And have a great day.
Did he say Russian order male bride?
I think he did.
I missed that.
I think that was a dig at Pete.
I know he means male is
Russian
in like
mail order
UPS
bride.
or USSRPS or whatever.
That might be the overtaker for fix build this that for me.
Russian order
male bride MALE.
male
Male
bride.
I couldn't hear anything after that. So Dan, why don't you answer so I can figure out what his question was?
Dude, how you deal with fake accounts? You
I
need a
don't
husband?
deal with them. It's gotten to the point where I can't like police all my followers. Like people are gonna follow me and
Oh, Dan's
is
too
what
big
it
for that
is.
now.
What?
I'm kidding. It's a
I
safe
can't
place.
I
This is a
can't
safe
look
place.
at every follower and go, well, I don't know about this guy. I'm gonna block him. In the beginning, yeah, for sure. I was doing that. I was like, oh, this is a spam account. I'm gonna block him right away. I mean, after a while, you can't keep up with it. I'm not trying to flex on anybody, but I got over 40,000 followers now, and man, that'd be a full-time job.
In less
trying
than
to-
1,000 miles on a
trying
trail
to-
boss.
It'd be a full-time job trying to check up on everybody. So I don't worry about it too much. It really doesn't matter in the scheme of things. It doesn't matter. I don't think. Mike, you're in the same boat as me. Follower wise.
Can't. That's pretty harsh on Pete, but okay. I can't. There's no time for that. Honestly, I try not to even during 2021, I've really stopped looking at my follower count and really any of the metrics on Instagram. I just really find myself not caring anymore. I just can't spend time on it. I used to really focus on it a lot during 2020. And honestly, I've just stopped caring about it since 2021. I had like a mental pivot and I've enjoyed Instagram a lot more, not caring about it as much. Not caring, not the community, but the actual, just like the followers, the metrics. any of this
Obsessing
stuff.
over the numbers.
Yeah, obsessing and like thinking
We
or
did a
spending any
lot
time
of
on it.
that last year. I feel
Yeah,
like.
it's just like not. I just don't care. I don't care anymore, and I just don't care to like police it. It's not my job. Instagram goes through, and they'll go through these waves where they wipe out a bunch of bot accounts, and then they'll go for another 3 months where they just allow tons of bot accounts, and it's whatever. Who cares anymore? It's just whatever. Just post content that you think is good. Post good content, not trash. Post good content, and then people will follow. If followers are important to you, if you put really good content up, they will follow. That's the bottom line. Content is king. That's it. If the number of followers is an important number to you, you're going to find yourself stressing out about things that don't actually matter in the grand scheme of things. So do your best to enjoy your time on it. Get better at whatever it is you're doing. Get better at presenting it however you feel it needs to be better. Just focus on growth for yourself on it, and don't let whatever those number performances are affect your life, because it will literally run your time, all of your time. And there's a lot of other better things you can be doing with your time. Pete?
I agree. I mean, just there's no time for it. I barely have time enough to, and you guys can definitely relate because you're double my number.
More than double.
It's about double. Shut up, Dan. I just hit 20K. I'm a big deal. I drive a Subaru Crosstrek.
Do they still make those?
Of course, the 7.5-inch clearance. Anyways,
I'm gonna go measure my clearance after
measure. Yes.
8-inch.
No,
deck.
but the fact of the matter is, it's not. First of all, if someone's following me, I mean, I'm gonna say, like, I'm not gonna double check it. I don't care where they're from, whatever. I even go as far as when I used to get mad, and Dan and I were talking about this the other day, I think in the chat too. Like, somebody commented on, I get those comments where, like, you know, I'll post a resin pour and they're like, you know, I made a ton of money with this
Oh my
trading
gosh,
company and
yes.
whatever. Dan hates it, deletes it, reports it, does all that. And I'm like, hey, thanks for this useless comment, a-hole. But I just appreciate the engagement, you idiot, or whatever. Like, I can post whatever I want in there. It doesn't matter. Instagram sees 2 comments and it might boost that post a little bit, you know? So, like, I used to get mad about it. I used to delete them, report them, but I'm like, you know what? I don't care if I get a bunch of bot accounts following me. Screw it. I'm not going to follow it. Now, if I see like some big accounts, I do actually look at who starts following me every day. I do look at that feed multiple times a day. And when it's like, oh, April Wilkerson followed you, but it's like
You
April
wish.
Wilkerson with like a bunch of underscores after, like clearly not her. You know, it's like, oh, but there's no time to police it. You just try to make the best of it. And honestly, don't obsess over it. That's not why we're on here. We're here to be part of the community and have fun.
True.
That's it.
No, I'm just kidding. For reals, that's what it's all about. Let me just have a good time.
Yeah.
This next question, which I've lost, is from Scott Oram. What? Pete had something. You were breathing in heavily.
No, I was just
Okay.
No, that's no.
Everything good?
I forgot how to breathe.
Okay. It's been a
Just
long
came to me.
episode.
It
Scott
really
Oram-
messed me up.
Scott Oram has this to say.
Hey, brother Scott from Dad It Yourself DIY. Just wanted to call and congratulate you on 50 episodes. 50 wasted Friday and Saturday nights. No, just joking. You guys are doing a great job. Quick question here. Let's talk about juice grooves. So, is that something you default to, or is that a customer question, yes or no? What's your thoughts on that? Thanks.
Pete is pointing to himself. I'm assuming that means he has answers.
I have a very long answer. You guys sit back. Custom request. Dan?
All right, Dan.
I just got comfortable.
I know. I was like just leaning into it.
It's a custom request. I don't do them unless somebody wants them.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't think everyone
a
needs it.
customer request thing. I'll tell them that I'll do it. You know, if they want. I don't typically charge extra for it. It's a pretty simple thing to do. So, Mike.
I only do them on what I consider to be a meat cutting board, like the big
Okay.
thick boards. I mean,
Yep.
you don't need it for produce, in my opinion.
How many tomatoes are you
Dan-
cutting? Come on.
Right. Thousands of ounces of tomato juice leaking out the sides of this board. No, I mean, if it's like a thick, like the 1.5 to 2 inch thick boards, I kind of think of the thick 7Cs. I kind of think of it as like a meat cutting board. And those will definitely kind of get juice grooves. Obviously, Dan doesn't charge for them. I do. So I'm going to say I'm a monster.
I do as well,
oh,
yeah.
You're a
But
monster
right.
for
It is
several
like a
reasons,
meat
not because
cutting
of that.
board thing. Like,
Yeah.
I think it is at least.
It's an upgrade. But yeah, I mean, it's up to the customer. They can want it or not. So customer preference. That was a quick one. Thanks for calling in, Scott. The next question is from Tyler Isaacs. He has this to say.
Hey, what's up, Phil? It's Tyler Isaacs here, Wood and Whiskers Trading Company.
Congratulations on the 50th episode. Super awesome. Look forward to 50 more.
Woo!
2 questions for you here on that same topic. Looking back on 50 episodes, first thing for you is, what have you guys done well? And kind of when you first set out on this journey, you've hit your marks. And the second question is something you may have planned in the beginning that's totally opposite of what you're doing now. Appreciate your feedback and look forward to the episode and live. Take care.
Is he talking about the podcast or?
I think he's talking about the pod
Oh, okay.
or our goals for the pod.
Pete, go ahead.
Oh, sure. Yeah. So what have we done well is I think we've stayed consistent, really consistent, and really rallied the community around this. This was never, I mean, we started this with a goal in mind. We wanted this to grow. We wanted this to be another part of our, whether it be income or just something we do, some way we grow in a community, but like it was about the community since the start. And one thing that we thought we were going to do in the beginning is we called out for topics in the beginning, and we haven't really done a topic show yet. We've done shows where we kind of talk about things a little more.
We did a couple
others.
topic shows in the
We did
beginning.
Yeah, I think the
Topic
beginning was
shows.
topic shows.
Yeah, but then we were kind of like, yeah, we'll do a topic, but also call in, and then it's just hasn't stopped. Please don't stop. It's amazing. Please keep calling in. So that's one thing we thought we were going to do. Now that is something we've talked about doing, I think, in the future, doing a topic show and stuff, and especially if we bring certain special guests on and stuff. So yeah, that's all I got. Mike?
I think that, I mean, I don't want to disagree with you, but I don't think we set, I mean, we knew we needed a community for a podcast to work, but I don't think our plan was to make the podcast a community driven podcast. Like Pete said, we wanted to start with like topics. We didn't know what we were doing, right? One of the things that was really important to us was that the audio was super good, and it really wasn't for the first few episodes. It really was not. We were very unhappy with it. Like we mentioned earlier, it was still better than some podcasts out there, but this is an audio medium. So for us, it was very important that it was good. So it took a while. I had to learn how to edit. We all had to learn how to actually do mic control and actually edit the actual audio and stuff because we, just to peek behind the curtain, we do the Zoom. That's just so we can see each other and have like a more organic conversation, but we all record locally. I'm recording on a track, Pete's recording on a track, Dan's recording on a track, and then they send that to me and then I edit it. So that took a little while to figure out and get in that groove. So that was really important to us. And I think we've done a very good job about that. And also the consistency. We've been obviously we haven't missed an episode since we started. That is really big. I mean, you go and look at a lot of the podcasts that are out there, they don't do that. And we have. So I'm really proud of us for doing that and for making, I think our audio sounds really good. We have technical difficulties every now and then, but overall, I think our audio is fantastic. So
and we have backups and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, we have redundancies. We have things in place. We have systems in place. But I think that we didn't initially necessarily we didn't plan to make the podcast voicemail centric. That just became what it was, which worked out. We love it. Like that's why we still do it. We want to do topic shows for sure, but I mean, voicemails is kind of like it's community interaction. It's what really makes the thing succeed. And then the things we haven't done the best is sucking. We haven't sucked as well as we had planned. I mean,
We planned to suck a whole lot more than we suck.
Yeah, we had a lot of plans to suck, and we just never got good at it. No, I mean, I don't know.
So many jokes.
Yeah, I know it's all free real estate there for jokes, but
it's a dust collection joke.
Yeah, it's a dust. No, I don't know. What's something we haven't done as well as we wanted to do? That's really, I don't know. I can't really think of anything, to be honest. It sounds douchey, but I can't really think of something where like we set out and it didn't work out. So the podcast has been, I don't want to say the word effortless because I don't think that's the right word.
No.
It's a lot of work we put into it, but I want to say it keeps working. So that's kind of where it's at. It just keeps working. Like it keeps coming together and we keep putting plans together and we keep learning, oh, we can do this. And then we can do this. Oh, and then we can do this. Oh, we can do this too. Oh, we can do this. Oh, we can do this. So we keep learning like, oh, we're on the right path for things. So when things keep working, you're on the right path. So we're trying not to mess with it too much and mess up the equation. Dan?
These guys basically stole my answer. I mean, what we've done well is the consistency. I mean, that's a huge thing. Like Mike said, I can't think of a single podcast that has done this
Making
every
it is
week.
pretty consistent, right?
Who?
Making it, aren't they pretty consistent? I actually don't know. I haven't listened in a very long time, to be very honest.
I think they take a week or two off for like
Do they?
the holidays.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I
I mean, we
think
don't even miss
You
holidays.
know who doesn't?
I mean,
We don't.
Yeah, we
We
even
don't, for
recorded
sure.
on Christmas Day
we
Yeah.
did,
because we
didn't
have
What's
no
wrong with us?
life.
If you
Recorded on
actually
Tuesday.
count the episodes, we're at like 52 or 53.
So yeah,
done-
we've
Done some bonus
more than
ones.
that.
we're
in there.
consistent, and I think that's amazing.
Yeah, that's actually something to point. That's a good point, Pete. Is we've actually done more than 50 episodes. This
We
is
did episode
more than
0, and I think we did
Yeah.
2 half episodes.
we did some midweek episodes
Some
for
0.5
sure. I mean,
episodes. So I think we're at like
yeah.
53 really, but like who's counting? Definitely not us. No.
Officially.
53.
We're at 50. And then
That's crazy.
what was
And
the other
honestly,
thing?
here's the thing. If you count every pre-show we do, it's almost double that number.
Oh yeah, we do like 2 shows a week, if you consider the
Yeah.
pre-shows.
It's an
Yeah, the
hour
pre-show-
to an hour and a half for the pre-show. And then
The pre-shows are a whole nother animal.
yeah, they're like for the really diehard fans. I mean, and not everyone needs to be a diehard fan, but if you're like really want more of the show, that's where we're kind of us more than, I mean, we're us on the show. I don't know. It's just there's no I don't want to say filter, like it's totally
there's no
gross, like-
sponsors.
yeah,
It's a little
just-
more loosey goosey. We react
Yeah.
to the chat, which is great.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
more interaction. It's interactive.
It's interactive. Yes.
It's interactive. Yeah, it's an interactive experience. We get to hear from you and talk to you directly, and you get to kind of see how we set the show up every week. Because honestly, it would take us an hour to an hour and a half to set the show up every week. So we're like, let's just make it available to everyone. Make content out of everything. Always be making content. Is it always
Yeah,
good
remember in the
content?
beginning when we just sat the 3 of us and we pre-listened to the questions and we just kind of bantered. We were like, this would be good content, just
Yeah.
us bantering. And we
Yeah,
kind of
we
set
were-
out with that. And
We
became
we
its own
actually
thing.
we'd actually be like, hey, calm down on the banter. We're gonna run out of banter for the episode. Kind
Right.
of thing. Like there's a
let's
like
not talk too
finite
much.
well.
Let's save
Yeah.
this for the show.
Keep it to
Now,
a low.
almost every time the episode name or code phrase is from the pre-show.
Yeah.
Yeah, these
Yeah,
days,
that's-
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, these days. I mean, fix, build, this, that.
So like those 60 people get it.
It doesn't need to make sense to everyone. It just needs to make sense to us.
I know.
So, I mean, yeah. That's it for the questions, though.
Really?
That's it.
That's it.
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel like
Oh, there's one you needed to read.
oh mama. All right, stall while I open
Dan's
this.
on a spot.
Okay, I
He's
can read it. I've got
gotta
it right
read.
here. I'll
I'm
read it.
gonna sing
ahead.
until he finds
got it.
their
I have to-
question.
This one's
for
from
it.
This one's from Mark Taylor. I'm wondering for those of us
Matt
that
Taylor.
don't have a festival. What did I say?
Mark.
Oh God,
I just
I'm
found
sorry.
it. But go on.
I'm sorry, Matt.
What is it? Oh, Matt.
This one's from Matt Taylor, not Mark Taylor. That was a erroneous mistake. I'm wondering for those I'm wondering for those of us that don't have a Festool domino and wanted to attach boards like Dan is doing on the awesome bookshelf, what else can be used? Would a biscuit joiner do the same? Is the Festool domino giving it strength? Thanks a lot, guys. Love the show. Daniel, I have not paid attention to this build. I feel very bad. Answer
That's
the
fine. It's not that special.
That's not true.
First of
It is
all,
very special.
First of all, the Festool domino is giving it strength. Dominoes are very strong. You could use a biscuit joiner. You could use dowels. You could use rabbits and dados entirely. You could use pocket screws. I mean, there's several ways you could do this. I chose to use the domino simply because it's fast, it's strong, and it's clean looking. I don't see like if I were to use pocket holes, I don't see the pocket holes, or I don't have to fill in the pocket holes. Oh, you could also use just regular screw joinery and countersink the screws and fill them with plugs. There's probably 100 ways you could do this. I just have a domino, and I chose to use the domino for strength and fastness. And
Why wouldn't you? You have it.
Yeah.
right,
Makes no sense.
Mike, how would you do it? Even though
literally
you
don't
haven't
know-
followed,
I don't
you
know what
haven't
you're
followed.
building.
Yeah.
I would be using dominoes for sure. Well, actually, I have watched it, but I would probably be using rabbits on a lot of that stuff. Not for. It's just a personal choice on how that would look. But you're doing through dominoes on some of it, right?
I did through dominoes on accident.
Right. That was an accident.
Thank you for
That's
bringing
right.
that up.
That's right. Whoops.
That came up in the pre-show too, by the way.
Realistically, I mean
chat.
that I forgot that was an accident. I apologize. I would probably not do that on purpose. I would probably have personally just gone with all rabbits on that thing. However, the thing Dan's using this for, which is a bookshelf, books are very heavy. And I know the rabbit would be plenty strong. I would probably have ended up throwing some pretty small dominoes in those rabbits as well, just as a insurance policy. So I don't really. Are you floating that on a wall, or is that sitting on the ground?
It's going to be self-standing next to a wall.
Oh, okay. It's going to be fine with rabbits then.
Yeah.
If it's not, I mean, yeah, that's going to be super strong. So I don't know. It's your project. Dan's not doing anything wrong. He's doing it the right way. You can do it, like Dan said, a million ways. There's no wrong answer. There's no right answer. Build it how you want to build it. You don't need a domino to build anything.
I mean, it'll hold books.
Yeah.
You know, as long as you're not having a
Books are heavy.
party up on top of it, you're gonna be fine.
They made bookcases before the domino was invented.
Right.
True.
Yeah.
It's true. Only 2, but they did make them.
And they're not around anymore. They fell apart.
They're not. Yeah, they blew up as soon as the domino was
IKEA.
invented. No. Yeah, 100%. You don't need that thing. There's a million ways to skin a cat. There's a million ways to do a joint.
Pete, do you have an answer?
I would say, I mean, like, listen, I know we hate on it, but like you said, yeah, there's the pocket holes, but those you can see. If you're trying to hide it,
I will say, hold on.
Yeah.
I will 100% would not be doing pocket holes on that thing that Dan's doing.
I'm not
Sorry.
not the thing that Dan's doing. Yeah,
No,
unless
I wouldn't
you really
either.
want
But
to
you can do
put
it.
in the work and make the dowels, cut them flush, sand them, hide them really well. People do it. I mean, listen, if that's the look you're going for, you're okay with it, go for it. I would say dowels.
Who's
but-
going for that look? Exposed pocket hole.
I don't know, man.
Hey, to be fair, I actually floated the idea of using screws, not pocket holes.
Drywall screws.
Screws in and doing a cap.
Not pocket holes themselves, but using the pocket screws, just because I like the function of that
Self-tapping?
actual screw, because it's self-tapping and it will really pull pieces together because of that flat head. And then capping off the hole that they're in and plugging
I
it
like
so
that. Look.
it's
That's
invisible.
a great way to do it.
I actually floated that idea before I was like, nah, I'm just gonna do dominoes.
Yeah, no, I mean that's a nice aesthetic look. It's got a through domino look to it, but you can do a different color wood. If anything, it would actually look cool if you used a maple plug and a walnut and vice versa.
See,
Thoughts? And the other thing is, the biscuit joiner doesn't get mentioned a lot, but like I actually, for the
he
most
actually
part,
mentioned the biscuit joiner.
mentioned the
does it,
biscuit
yeah,
joiner.
but like I don't have a domino for the longest time. I just got the domino and started using it, but like I use the biscuit joiner pretty much exclusively on the deepest setting. I don't think I ever have it set shallow.
8 inches.
It just whatever the manual setting is, which is just goes full depth, roughly 8 inches, or if you really look at it, it's like an inch. But you
You're
throw
close.
that biscuit on there, that's a decent amount of. It's not massive, but it's not going in really deep. It's not going 8 inches deep, but it is a nice spread out, like half circle amount.
And
of
for
face
the
on face
function,
grip.
that would be plenty strong.
For the function would be plenty strong. Honestly, I think a biscuit
And
joint
it'll help
would
your
be
glue up.
plenty good too. Yeah, it would help the glue
Your
up too, just
alignment.
with alignment. So yeah, I mean, don't discount that. And yeah, dowels are fine. Just get a nice jig. Don't just freehand it, because that's when it's just messy. You want the self-centering dowel jig. Just they're like $1. I think they pay you to take it off their hands. So is that it? That's all the questions?
Is
That's
that
it.
all the questions?
Wow.
Wrap it up. Rappity rap.
It's only
Pete.
2:30.
Work us
Hey
out.
guys,
Here.
before you say your goodbyes or whatever,
This is it. Kill it.
50. We
I
did
know,
50.
seriously.
This is 50, man.
5-0.
Congrats.
55-0.
We So I think that ends our contract with Pete, right? I mean, we can
It's
get rid
done.
of him now.
We can officially bring in Jackman.
All right, cool.
Joke's on you guys. There was a loophole.
Uh-oh.
Joke's on you. That was a lie we told you.
Joke's on me. There's. Oh wait.
All right, this joke
Joke's
is
on
getting
me,
old.
This joke's on everyone. It's bad. Hey, big thank you to Macbeth for sponsoring the show. Thank you for sponsoring the giveaway for what, 35 episodes, 34 episodes?
This
Who
is
knows what it
36.
I was way off. 36 episodes. Big thank you to Macbeth for that. Thank you for sponsoring the pre-show and this week's we didn't do the gift card giveaways. What are we doing?
Oh
my goodness.
We're gonna do that right now.
Right now. For a chance to win one
my
of
gosh.
3
We didn't even figure this out.
$50. No, that's what all you no.
Okay, so
we're
now
gonna
I'm
do
going
it
to go back
a
to my question
different-
about
a
things we did
different
badly.
phrase.
And I'm going to have to say this giveaway.
That's fine. To the 10 of you that are still listening to this, hi Lee, hi Adrienne,
Look,
hi the regulars.
we are forcing them to listen to 1 hour and 15 minutes. Of
We
this
got it.
podcast.
We'll do it in the stories. We're like, you gotta listen to the end. That's when the gift cards are. That's where the real
we didn't
money
even
is.
figure out how we're going to do this.
Catchphrase, and let's just do email.
Should we do the link for the Google form?
No.
Make it
No,
easy
let's
on
do
them?
this. Let's
email.
do this. Let's do this.
Idea guy.
We've already got people sending us their code phrases for the Starbond package. Let's use that whole list for the entirety of the giveaways.
I think if someone got to this far, we need to give them a special code word so they have another.
Special code word. Yeah, we'll do a separate one.
Because then everyone who did the first one is entered. If they didn't even listen, they didn't even know this happened.
Exactly.
Okay, special code word. Diehard listener.
Diehard listener.
Diehard listener. Diehard is one word.
Okay.
Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
It is a Christmas movie.
We'll do Die Hard listener, and then there's 3 giveaways. So we're gonna pick 3 winners
from this one list.
This one list. We will have the winners figured out next week.
Oh, it doesn't light. I was gonna do a scene where he's in a thing.
Oh, just
okay. Dad jokes.
I'll just keep trying.
This guy.
No,
yeah, just keep trying. No, I hope your fire alarm goes off and everyone in your house wakes up and comes running down wearing Otter Mill shirts. They've
all got one.
Yeah, everyone, if you made it this far, oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot the whole reason. If you made it this far, diehard listener, email it to another AWP giveaway at gmail.com.
I'm just glad you caught it.
Yeah, it hit me like I was like, oh,
we almost ended.
Get it to the podcast AWP giveaway at gmail.com, and we will pick the winner next week. And
winners
next week.
So
on
3 different winners.
Each getting a $50 gift card to Macbeath Hardwood.
Yep.
I blame it on that.
We were told that Dan,
alcohol,
Mike, and I cannot win. Neither can our significant others. So
or immediate families.
Immediate families. So there goes the Hulk apart.
Or pets.
Oh, Max
All
Dunlap.
Right. Listen. That was really embarrassing, but I'm gonna somehow figure this out and edit it in so it seems like we did it on purpose. I'm just kidding. Nothing's changing.
Nothing's changing.
Big thank you to Macbeth for sponsoring the show. Thank you for sponsoring this giveaway. Thank you for sponsoring the main giveaway. Thank you for all your support, Macbeth. Thank you to all our patrons. Thank you to other brands that have supported us as well along this course. Thank you to everyone who supported us. I mean, we really appreciate it very much. Thanks to everyone who listens. Thank you to everyone who shares the show. Please keep sharing the show. It really, really does help. I mean, keeping that word alive on the street is important. Word of mouth is a make or break for businesses. So we have a little business here. We're trying to keep it going, and we really appreciate your support so much. Don't forget to give us those 5-star reviews. And I think that's it. Pete?
That's it. 5-star reviews. Nah, man.
Dan?
I'm good.
All right.
We're loosey-goosey this week.
Congratulations on 50, guys. We did it.
Congrats.
50.
We did it.
Despite what everyone said. Literally everyone said. All right. We'll talk to you guys. We'll talk to you guys later. Have a good rest of your week or whatever it is. Bye.
Love you long time.
Kill it.
Okay.
All right.
Guys, I just sent you
my
an invite.
fucking God. How
What?
bad would that be if we
That
forgot?
would be funny.
So bad.
We would have worked it out somehow.
Oh my gosh.
I would have edited in something.
So dumb.
So, Mike, I just made a new form that's called show notes.
Thank
I
you.
just invited both of you guys to it because that other one, I don't know what's up with it. It's trash. It's not working.
Show notes is private.
Actually,
I'll send you an email. Hold on.
I sent it to
No, I have it. It
Mike.
says show notes is private, and it sent you an email to approve my access.
Oh fucking A. This is so annoying.
Now it wants me to verify my email. Also, you sent it to. Oh, I see the problem here.
Oh, I sent it to
coffeecustombuilds@gmail.
yeah, because I figured that's the one you were using.
Nah, I use Mike at Coffee Custom Builds. One sec.
I was gonna ask you that after pod. I can send it to that one. That's fine.
No,
I'll
it's
send
fine.
it right now.
I use both. I'm doing it right now. It's all good, Pete.
Fine.
I'm in.
Okay.
Why isn't it filled out? I'm just kidding. It actually is filled out. What the hell? You're on
Okay.
it.
I'm just calling it AWP master sheet. Like whatever. We're just gonna use
Just
this
name
new
it
one.
show notes. Give it its own list.
Well, because I figured we can I want to migrate the other stuff onto this one, the important
No,
stuff.
give everything their own thing.
Okay.
Let's make a
fine.
bunch of separate lists. It's gonna get corrupt really quick. We need to
I think
separate
what it
these
was
things.
is all the giveaways we were doing somehow fucked it up.
You mean the 37 weeks of giveaways?
I don't know how.
crammed
But
into
like,
36.
Listen, you saw how bad it was to load this page. All right, it's AWP show notes. That's the show notes. Fix build this that. Makes me laugh. So dumb. Voicemails written in, giveaway winners, wieners. And then cool.
Oh,
Can I add this to our server? Because that would be cool.
I'm 100% not going to work on this tonight.
That's fine.
It's fine.
I'm going to do it first thing in the morning.
I'm going to bed.
Oh, 2:30. Yeah, I gotta go.
I'm barely awake right now.
Yeah, I'm pretty tired.
I just don't want to edit this. I want to go watch Wanda, and then I want to just chill out really bad.
Wanda Vision.
I'm exporting right now.
Oh
too.
fuck! I have to do that. That's right.
Yeah, that's part of the deal, Pete.
I'm working on it.
God, I can't believe we almost fucking forgot that giveaway. Dan,
What's
one
up?
job. One job.
How's that my fault?
That was the giveaway. Your fault. I'm just joking. It's 100% your fault, but it's funny.
Personally, I blame Mike.
I'll take the blame. I don't give a fuck.
This is really turned sideways.
Damn it, Dan! You were supposed to side with me. Oh well.
One last thing before I go in. I joined in the live pre-show for the AWP podcast.
AWP podcast.
I've been listening since they started, but this is the first time that I've joined live on one.
I also like just hit me the name.
Who's this?
We're
Andrew Denbeck.
Thomas. Oh, okay. The name. We're
No, if
literally
it was
like,
Thomas, there'd be a huge echo for 12 minutes.
let's call it just another woodshop podcast.
Was he talking shit about us?
No, I don't think so.
No,
Let me
no,
see. He tagged us. I don't know.
Unless he's like, I joined and Pete was super inappropriate.
That Keith
What'd he
son
say?
of a bitch.
Before I go in, I joined in the live pre-show for the AWP podcast, the End of the Woodshop podcast. I've been listening since they started, but this is the first time that I've joined live on one for the pre-show.
None of the tags worked.
Sorry, it's late. Words are hard. They are at 50 episodes, which is huge. But they gave away probably close to like $500 worth of stuff.
We did.
We did. That's actually pretty accurate.
Gave them five $50 gift cards to give out. I think Mike gave out a hat and a sweatshirt. Dan gave out a hat. Pete gave away $100.
I gave out a hat and a sweatshirt, bitch.
Which is insane. He did that because there was 100 likes in the.
Dan gave away an old slice of cheese and a pierogi.
No. It was a cheese curd.
All right, my episode is uploading. I have to let my dog out.
All good.
I'm gonna call it a night. I love you
Who?
guys. Who?
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 Wait, who?
Max needs to go outside.
Are you? Wait, are you The one that's
You can
gonna
go
let him
outside,
out.
bud. Yeah, I'm gonna let him out.
So who let the dog out?
Me.
Who?
Shut your fucking face. Out of here.
This long road, but he got there.
50. 50. Congrats. Love you. Bye.
I love you, man.
Bye. I'm hopping out too. Bye, guys.
I'm just uploading my podcast.
All right.
Bye later. I'm by myself. It's awkward. Bye.